That much.
So today I am going to show you the experiment frequency shift keying, that is FSK. So FSK is basically if you go through the FSK, to conduct a FSK experiment we require two signals. So one is message signal, that is a square wave, that is we are doing a digital modulation since the message signal is in terms of a binary data, and the carrier signal is a sine wave, high frequency sine wave. So if we go through the definition of FSK, FSK is a digital modulation technique in which carrier signal frequency is varied or changed in accordance to the message signal, that is a binary data. That means here it is the waveforms. Suppose if you binary data, if you assume it is in terms of 1010, here 1 is represented by one frequency signal, say it is F1, and 0 it is represented by, say it is F2. So alternately it is representing this data. You can give any binary data, not it is in terms of ones and zeros, maybe other form also you can give. Suppose if the binary data is like this 11100 11100, here if it is in this form also you can write FSK for bit 1. So there is a one frequency signal, bit 0 there is other frequency signal, bit 1 and bit 0, so it is FSK here. So 1 is represented by, bit 1 is represented by one frequency, that is, say if it is F1, bit 0 it is represented by the low frequency, say it is F2, alternately it is changing. So hence I am going to directly show you the circuit diagram. So it is about FSK, frequency shift keying. Message signal is binary data in terms of ones and zeros, sine wave, it is a carrier signal, and it is a definition. These are the expected waveforms: message signal, carrier signal, FSK, and detected signal. Now coming to the circuit diagram, this is the circuit diagram. To conduct this experiment, the main IC what I am using is XR2206. It is itself is a function generator IC. You can call it. It can produce a different functions of waveform, sine, square, triangle, and it generates different functions of waveforms. So this is the circuit diagram, and I am directly going to show the connections. This is a XR2206 IC. Here it will start from pin number 1 from the notch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it is a 16 pin IC, and these are the components we require to do the connections. Here the capacitors what we require is two capacitors, that is a 0.1 microfarad. Here it is also a 0.1 microfarad. 0.1 microfarad, and so it is a 47K. Here it is a 4.7K. 4.7K. It is 3.3 resistor. It is 6.8 here. Directly I am placing components itself on the circuit, and it is a capacitor electrolytic. Here you should be careful about these polarities. Negative, it has been grounded here, 4.7 microfarad, and the resistor it is 330 ohms. It is in between 13 to 14. These are the components we require. 0.1 microfarad, 0.1 microfarad, 4.7K, 4.7K, 4.7 microfarad, 47 kilo, 330 ohms, 3.3K, 6.8. And one more thing you require, that is a pot, potentiometer, pot you have to use here. One end of pot it goes to this resistor, other end two free ends goes to this resistors, and the middle wire of the pot is going to be ground here. Now for this initially what I will do is I will connect the circuit 2 to the resistance and give the bias voltage, that is 15 volts. So without giving any input, by keeping input in off condition, so I will check, it will generate one sine wave that is acting as a carrier for our modulation at pin number 2 after this capacitor. Here you are going to get a carrier signal initially. When the input is in off condition, you should get a sine wave. So this is our actually the first step. So first I will do the connections. For this we have a single channel DC regulated power supply and one FG we are using to apply the message signal to carrier. It is generated by IC itself, no need of other FG for that. Only one FG is enough to apply the message signal externally. So and the power supply single channel, it is to bias the IC, and it is a DSO to measure the output signals. Now I am going to directly show the connections. So initially give the bias. I am taking on the, I am making this line as a positive line and this line as a negative. Positive of the power supply it is given here, negative of the power supply. If I make these two things short, the center line becomes positive. So the center line becomes positive. If I connect this one and this one using connecting wire, this entire line becomes negative. You know that in the breadboard only 5 slots are shorted horizontally, 1 2 3 4 5. I am shorting this 2 3 4. This entire line becomes negative, this entire line becomes positive. Now I'll show you the circuit connections. First I'll make this entire resistors and capacitive elements on one side of the breadboard so that it becomes easier. Just I'll put this 4.7 and 4.7 microfarad parallel. This is 4.7K. microfarad. So negative of this short point is grounding this one. So this is a short point. At this junction 2 resistors you just keep it and open 4.7 and 47. 4.7K. And it is 47K. So this part is over now. This is 4.7K, it is 47K. And coming to this other parts, capacitors 5 to 6, there is a capacitor. Pin number 1 2 3 4 5. 5 to 6 there is a capacitor. And one more capacitor from pin number 2 in a open end to check the output later. current. So coming to this other values, this is 3.3K. It is from pin number 7, 5, 6, 7. Just keep it in open end. 6.8K. It is from pin number 8. 7. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 330 ohms. It is 13 to 14. 13 to 14. 13 to 14. Now other things I have to make connections. So now so 47K, there is a, it goes to pin number 3. 47K, I am connecting with this blue wire to pin number 3. This is from 4.7K. I am connecting this wire to pin number 4. 3, 4. This pin number 3, it is pin number 4. 5, 6, there is a capacitor. 7, 3.10, and these two free open ends. Now pot I am going to connect. Mid wire it is ground. Any two free ends you can take. One is to 6.8, another one is to this one 3.3. Pot connections I have made. Middle wire it is ground. One is one end of 6.8, another is one other end of 3.3. 3.3 and 6.8. I think circuit is over. One more thing is pin number 1. You should 12 and 1 you make a short and ground. So it is 1 and 12. 12 and 1 I make a short, and that should go to ground. Ground. And one more thing is there is some bias connections I have to do. So directly you can give 15 volts. I am taking this wire, that is pin number 4. I am giving bias connection. Here the positive rail is positive. This entire line is positive. Pin number 4 I am connected to the bias line. So I will show you one more time. So start from pin number 1. So pin number 1 it is been grounded. So pin number 1 it is grounded. So at the same time 12 and 1 it is shorted. This is 1 and it is 12. Is 12. So and from pin number 2 there is a capacitor 0.1. From pin number 2 there is a capacitor that is open, freely open, so that you can check it later. Output. And this is entire network I have shown you. 4.7K parallel to capacitor. This end it is been grounded. This is a short path. and 4.7 it is goes to pin number 4, and in the same manner this one 47k it has been gone to pin number 3. So 5 6 there is a capacitor, this one to the VCO, and pin number 7 and pin number 8 there are two resistors, this is 7 3.3 and 8 6.8, and two resistors has been connected to two free ends of the pot, middleware of the pot it is been grounded. So this is about the circuit. Now I will check without any input with the help of any one probe. So I should get one free running sine wave at this, only a sine wave I should get, so that what I made connections is okay and IC is working properly. So this free running oscillation acting as a carrier for our modulation. Now I am switching on the DSO. I'll switch on the power supply. So I have kept 15 volts. Now with the help of only one probe, first you check only the sine wave across this pin number 2 after this capacitor, whether you are getting that sine wave or not. If you get that sine wave, the 90% of work is over. So you are getting this waveform. So you are getting the sine wave. So measure the frequency of this sine wave. First I will remove all the measurements and show you once again freshly. So measure, add measurement, peak to peak voltage. Sorry, this is measure, add measurement, you change this channel, add measurement, peak to peak and frequency, peak and frequency. Not actually. See here, so what is the sine wave you are taking, that you are getting is 8.80 volts peak to peak and 2.53 kilohertz. The frequency of the sine wave depends on this RC elements, this pot and this C depends on these two factors. See here, if I vary the pot, the frequency is varying. So now after getting this sine wave, and measuring the frequency, suppose here what is the frequency you are getting is 2.84 kilohertz. So in the same manner you apply the message signal. Now I am going to apply the message signal from the FG. Accordingly maintain the ratio 1:10. Now it is at 2.8, you just keep it around 300 or 280 hertz and keeping amplitude to vary accordingly. Now apply the message signal. It is very important pin, it is at pin number 9. With the help of the probe, positive I am going to connect this to pin number 9, negative I am connected to this common ground. Now you are getting FSK here. Now FSK you are getting, so variations you are getting. So you have to see across, give one more channel, it is there on the CRO. So give message signal to the other channel and verify accordingly with the help of message signal. So message signal where applied, it's at pin number 9. At the same pin number I am going to give the other probe taking parallelly to the other channel, square wave I am taking. See here, now what you are getting is FSK. So at logic 1 or high, you can say high level, you are getting one frequency. At low level, you are getting other frequency. Whether it may be high or low. So here the frequency is low because time is maximum here. Here it is time is minimum, frequency is alternatively it is changing. So it is a FSK signal, it is a message signal. Here one more important thing you remember is at pin number 2 only you are getting both the signals, carrier signal and FSK. Depends on the position status of FG. When FG is in off condition, see here, when you switch off the FG, you are getting the carrier signal at pin number 2. When FG is in on condition, at the same pin number 2 you are getting the FSK. So at the pin number 2, after this capacitor getting both the signals, carrier and FSK at the same pin number 2. Depends on the status of your FG. FG, if it is off, carrier it will come. FG it is on, FSK will come. FG internally it means that message signal. Message signal, if you switch it off, carrier you are getting. If you message signal you apply, FSK you are getting. At the same pin number 2, you have to check both the signals. You are getting both the signals. So it is a very important pin. Here you are getting the FSK. To measure the parameters of message signal, you have to add the parameters, measure, add parameters. So peak to peak, here change the channel, channel 2, peak to peak. I'll show you one more time how to add the measurements. I'll remove all the things and add one more time. I'll show you. Remove. See here, now both the signals are there. I have to add two parameters for this and two parameters for this, frequency and amplitude, frequency and amplitude. Measure, add measurement, peak to peak, frequency, peak to peak signal and frequency. I am changing the channel 1 here, peak to peak and the frequency. See, the color itself differentiates, so it is belong to this waveform. Peak to peak is 2.64 volts. The amplitude of our square wave what we applied, frequency is 298 kilohertz, and the peak to peak of this is FSK signal is 8.8 and frequency is 2.74 kilohertz. It is nothing but the frequency. What you are getting is 2.274 kilohertz. So this is FSK and this is the message signal, and it is a circuit diagram. Just go through once again. And it is the frequency of the square wave what you applied on the FG. So this completes the FSK modulation. So I will show you in the next video the demodulation and how to measure this practical and theoretical values of these things. I will show you in the next video.